Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Folks, some ingredients are just a match made in heaven, like bacon and mushrooms, like mushrooms and butter, like butter and garlic. And today's recipe is going to be using all those. We are making a delicious creamy mushroom and bacon pasta, and this is a keto friendly recipe. It is made in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes and it is absolutely delicious. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. For the pasta in this recipe, we're just going to use any store-bought low-carb pasta. I will use these shirataki noodles, but you can also use zucchini spaghetti, no problem. First, I take the pasta out of the bag and I strain it to get rid of the liquid that was in the bag. Then I rinse it under cold running water to wash off any of that liquid and just set it aside. Now I get some of my bacon and chop it up into bite-sized pieces. I'm using streaky bacon, but you can also use back bacon, or if you are vegetarian you can skip the bacon. Next, I get my pan on the stove and add in the bacon. Now I want to fry the bacon and get it nice and crispy. I said this before and I'll say it again. You don't need any oil in the pan. Start your bacon in a cold pan, and as the pan gets hot, the fat will render out and the bacon will fry in its own fat and get nice and crispy. Now if you use back bacon or Canadian bacon, yes, you might need some oil because those are less fatty bacons. This streaky bacon is full of fat. Anyway, while the bacon is frying, I'm just going to slice up my mushrooms. I like to cut slices that are not too thick nor too thin. If they are too thin, they will just get lost in the mix. I want it thick enough to be able to feel the bite of the mushroom. Now back to my bacon. You can see that all the fat has released and the bacon is literally deep frying itself. And frankly, that's way too much bacon fat in the pan, even if you are on keto. Remember, keto is the absence of carbs, not the presence of fats. Now I take my bacon out of the pan and drain it on a paper towel, and then I pour out all that bacon fat into a ramekin. I get my pan back on the stove and add in my mushrooms. I season it with a bit of salt and give everything a good mix. I pour in about a tablespoon of that bacon fat, and now it's time to saute the mushrooms. This will take some time as the mushrooms will first release their water, and that water will deglaze the pan, which has all those brown bits from the frying of the bacon. That's all flavor. Then we basically want to cook out all that water to concentrate the flavors and get the mushrooms to caramelize. Once that water is almost gone, I add in my garlic, give it a stir. Then add in some butter, give it another stir, before I add a pinch of red chili flakes and some dried oregano. And now I give it all a good mix. Now you want to cook it till the garlic starts to brown and the mushrooms get caramelized. Then in goes some heavy cream and stir that all in. Season it with a bit of salt and some fresh black pepper. I will also grate in a generous amount of Parmesan cheese. Give it all a good mix, and then I throw in my shirataki noodles. And once again I mix everything nicely. Then I try and do a few chef tosses with the pan. A mushroom falls out and I revert back to using my spoon instead. Now our dish is ready, and I will finish it with some fresh parsley and sprinkle on that crispy bacon as well. And our creamy, cheesy, keto-friendly mushroom and bacon pasta is ready. It looks great, and trust me, this dish will impress anyone who isn't lactose intolerant. Okay, so now it's time to plate on my little black slate. And parmesan to grate, then with bacon and parsley I decorate because I got photos to click. Now tell me, ain't that a pretty picture? Anyway, enough jibber jabber, time to taste. Alright folks, it's time to taste our creamy mushroom and bacon pasta, and look, it's like proper spaghetti. So yeah, let's dig in. Oh my god. That is amazing. That sauce is creamy, bacony, mushroomy. Wow, this is really decadent. It's delicious. And the best part is, it's keto friendly. And honestly, like in general, I have been quite unhappy with most keto substitutes, but these shirataki noodles are really good. I would eat this, like, even though I'm not on keto, like it is actually quite delicious. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish this, and I'll see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. Hey folks, I got a question for you. What is your favorite pasta dish in the whole world? Click here and check out my pasta recipes to see if I made your favorite pasta, or click here for another recipe.